Hi Davis Visa Lottery applicants. In this video, I'm showing you how to apply for DV Lottery step by step. The first thing we're going to go is to go to Google, type in DV Lottery 2026. Once you do that, the first thing that is going to pop up is US Department of State. So we want to be careful to use the official website. So the first thing that pops up that says US Department of State is the official one. So open it and this is what will come. Electronic diverse visa program. It will come to you. So just go through the instructions and know what is expected of you. So in our case, we just go ahead and search for the begin entry, the green button, and press on there. Okay. Once we click on it, it will lead us to this section where it's asking us to put in a code. So I'll go ahead and put that code. Okay, it hasn't accepted, so I'm going to try another code. Alright, so this is the first page that pops up for the application form. It says part 1, entrant information. So for this particular video, we are going to use John Banda. Last/family name is the same as your surname, which is your last name, okay? So our John Banda's last name is Banda. So go ahead and put Banda and first name John. Our John Banda doesn't have a middle name, so we'll click on no middle name. Our John Banda is male, so click on male. Our John Banda was born in October. Let's put 15, 1993. Our John Banda was born in Lusaka. Okay. Our John Banda was born in Zambia, so go ahead and search for Zambia. Country of eligibility. So here, take time to go through it. What they are simply talking about in few words is that your country of eligibility is the same as the country where you were, excuse me, you were born from. For example, I'm so sorry. For example, if you were born in Zambia, when you're applying for DV Lottery, your country of eligibility is Zambia. If you were born in Kenya, your country of eligibility is Kenya. Now, there are certain cases where you are claiming eligibility based on marriage. For example, you might be born in Nigeria, but when applying, you might be born in Nigeria and you end up being married to a Zambian. So when applying for DV Lottery, you claim country of eligibility as Zambia because by virtue of you getting married to a Zambian, you became a Zambian. So here, you claim Zambia as your country of eligibility. So this is what section B of 6 is talking about. So our John Banda, in our case, was born in Zambia and he is claiming his eligibility from Zambia. So go ahead and say, are you claiming eligibility based on the country where you were born? Yes. All right. That leads us to our seventh thing, which is passport size photo. So again, there are certain instructions that they put here. Go ahead and read those instructions so that you understand what you're supposed to do with your passport size photo. So let's go ahead and pick a photo. Okay, I'm going to make sure I'm picking the best one from the ones that I edited. I'm going to just pick. Okay. On this section, it will always show you if your photo is well edited and meets all the requirements, it will be accepted. If not, it's going to tell you. Okay. 8th thing is mailing address. In care of, if you are being taken care of by guardians or your parents, you put them in, or you can decide to leave it optional. If not, you can still leave it optional. Address line 1, okay. even though they're not really going to send anything to this address, but for the sake of just putting something in there, we're going to create an address for our John Banda. So put something like 24 Charleston, Lusaka, Zambia. All right, which city? Lusaka. You can decide to leave address line 2. It's okay. It's also optional. All right, postal code. You can Google postal code for Lusaka. If you don't know it, you can click on no postal code. And you go ahead and search for a country, which is Zambia. And that leads us to our ninth thing, which is country where you live today. If you were born in Zambia, but you are currently living in Tanzania or Kenya, you put, okay? 10th thing is number. Here you can decide to put your phone number or just leave it blank like that. Again, they're not going to use your number to communicate. They will use your email address to send your second notification later. So you can choose to put your number in there. You can choose to leave it empty like that. Email address, this is where you need to be very, very careful. Use an email address that is active, that you are not going to forget, okay? The correct email address and the one that is active. So we're going to go ahead and create an email address for our John Banda. Okay. Confirm email address, so I'll just go ahead and still put the same address as I put above. johnbanda@gmail.com. All right, we are good to go. And this leads us to this section about high school education. So this section always is followed by a lot of questions from people, especially those who use high school education. When they say high school degree, they are simply talking about your high school education certificate, which is also a grade 12 certificate in Zambia. So don't feel like if they are saying degree, then they are talking about a bachelor's degree. No, they're simply talking about your high school education certificate. So if that is your highest level of education, go ahead and click high school high school degree. If your highest level of education is university degree, go ahead and click on that. This leads us to a section of marital status. Our John Banda is not married, so put on unmarried. So put it the way it is. If you're not married, put it on unmarried. If you're married, put it on married. If you're widowed, the same thing. If you're divorced, put the same thing. Just be as truthful as possible. Don't lie about anything in your application. Number of children. Our John Banda has one child, so go ahead and put one child. Okay, so we're good to go, and we'll click on continue. And once we click on continue, it will lead us to a second page, which is derivatives. So our first page, our John Banda is the principal applicant. So when you're making an application, you are called a principal applicant. Any other person you're going to add, be it your spouse, be it your child, is going to be a derivative. So our John Banda's derivative here is his child, who we are going to say is James Banda. So James Banda's surname is Banda. So go ahead and put Banda in that section. James. All right. Okay. Doesn't have a middle name. We'll go ahead and put his month, when he was born, his day, birthday, and his year of birth. City, he was born in Lusaka as well. Country, he was born in Zambia. All right. Then we'll also go ahead and put his photo. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one. Please note, I'm just using these pictures for the sake of giving an example for this video. Otherwise, this is not James Banda. It's just one of those pictures that I edited. All right. So we are done, and it will lead us to a section where it's letting us check if everything is okay. And at this point, everything is looking good. So go ahead and scroll down so that we can submit. So that's where you press and we are ready to submit. So this is how you fill in your application for the lottery. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.